All right, looks like we're live. Welcome, 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 brothers and sisters. Welcome. Black Wealth Empowerment Live of Power. My name is Daryl Muhammad, Houston, Texas, where it's cold and rainy, But we're happy that you decided to be with us this evening, brothers and sisters. We are excited to be here with you because there's a lot of places that we could be, a lot of places that you could be. Us together so we can do what we are here to do, and that's to talk about Black empowerment, Black wealth empowerment. What does that mean? What does that look like? What do we need for that? That's what we talk about here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We pull back the black curtains. See who the Wizard of Oz is. So we pull back the black curtains and bring you the best of information from thought leaders, right? That myself and my co-hosts have sifted through 30 years apiece, right? 30 years apiece. So between us two, you have at least 60 years that we've been sifting leaders' ideas and concepts, and to bring you what we know works. Brothers and sisters, we've been here 461 years. Experimentation should be over. A handful of things that we know that have worked for us, and that's what we're going to talk about here, because that's what Black Wealth Empowerment is all about. To pull back the black curtain, you and I, and share with you and I that you can't find just everywhere. You can't find it unless you're looking for it. You can't find it unless you know, right? Unless you know what to look for. This is the hour of power. We want to welcome everybody that's watching us live. We want to welcome everybody that's watching us on YouTube, on the replay. Welcome, 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 brothers and sisters. And we need your help. We need you to share this platform. This platform. We're in a transitional period. In a transitional period here in America. Black people in the transition here in America. So we're caught up in this thing called transition. It's called transition, this transitory life. Hey, Dr. Avis, welcome, welcome, welcome. Live, that's our sister from TV1, watching us live here on Facebook Live. So, brothers and sisters, so that's what we're doing here. Joining the fight, we're joining the chorus. Push that we as Black people have to be a part of if we're going to make it the next 4 years with this, with the new president-elect and the Republican-controlled House and Senate. You better get ready, brothers and sisters. It's about to get good. So with that being said, let me bring on my co-host. Brother, we go back, you know, we go way, way back. We go way back. This brother is a premier, right? Regulatory A, I don't know what you want to call it. This brother is a peak performance coach. He goes around the world. He goes around the world. That which God has put in the spirit and souls of human beings. And that's what he brings with us, with him to us here on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Courage Coach, are you there?
Yes, sir, brother. There I am here. Peace. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to each and every one of you who are watching us live. This is Black Wealth Empowerment, the live hangout. Now, brothers and sisters, you are in for an absolute delight and treat today. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach, because I believe that most of us, I'm pretty good you're going to go out on a limb and say all of us are suffering from a severe lack of courage in our lives. The courage to go after, live the dreams we want to live, think the thoughts we want to think, say the things you always wanted to say, you know. And I'll tell you, when you can live in complete and absolute authenticity in your life, in my life, there's nothing but unlimited progress to come from that. Living authentically you. And so that's part of my role and responsibility when it comes to Black Wealth Empowerment, the live hangout, is to try my best, my absolute best, by Allah's permission, is to inspire, infuse, spark something inside of each and every one of us. Now, wait a minute. You said, brother Rodney Assad Muhammad, you said us? Yeah, I'm talking about me too. Because when I bring something to you, I'm not bringing it from me in my own volition that I come and say, oh, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say that. I don't have any notes. I don't write anything down. There's nothing on my desk at all. But I want to just speak from the heart, speak from my soul, be authentically me. And in that speaking, I get a chance to learn things as well. So it's really a mutually beneficial relationship or interaction that we're going to be having. So I want you to really get in, strap yourself in real tight, get a pad, a pen, something to write some notes down, because I'll tell you, brothers and sisters, you can lose $1 million tip, right? $1 million suggestion, a whole total lifestyle enhancement, a tip that can just totally transform your marriage, your family life, your children's lives, your spouse, your mama life, whoever you interacting with. There's something that you can hear that can transform some things for you and I. And if you miss it, you got it in a moment. It felt great right there, but you said, oh, I love that. But you don't write it down. What's going to end up happening for most people, you're going to forget it. You're going to lose it. And you're going to say, man, it was something they said. It was that brother said something that really, I love that. What was that again? And so then you might have to rely on whether the replay works or not. Is the internet connection okay and all that stuff? Don't do that, brothers and sisters. Take an active, proactive, and responsible approach to learning and to growing and developing by writing things down. When you hear something that really resonates with you, write it down, right? And a couple of my associates, they're here in town from Florida at a big event they're at, and they fly all over the country to attend events that are, company specific for them. And Brother Gerald, you know about this. And so the brothers came in town. I'll tell you, these brothers, I've watched them over the years. They have, they buy these blank books, right? Books with just blank, usually leather books, and they're blank pages in them. Usually a 250, 500 page blank notebook. And they'll take notes throughout the entire year. Every conference, every workshop, every meeting they attend, all kinds of anything that connects or resonates, they'll write in the book and they file them away in their book, in their library. Volumes after volume after volume of books. So they're documenting their journey and the things they've learned along the way. And I'll tell you, brothers and sisters, there's so much value in that. So I want you to make sure you write everything down that you hear that really connects with you. You are in the right place at the right time. All right. So we got some things we need you to do, some things that you're going to want to do to make sure you stay a part of this, you stay active and engaged in this. And Brother Darryl is going to tell you about that right now. So Brother Darryl, I'm going to swing it back over to you and you keep them going. I'm going to check the Facebook group and see what's going on over the Facebook group, Brother Darryl.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Rodney Assad Muhammad. That is correct, brothers and sisters. We are excited. This is broadcast number 98. 98. We're on our way to 100 together for you, for 100, for broadcast 100 and beyond, to the next level, brothers and sisters, right? We're taking this thing to the next level because now is the time. Now is the time. We're excited about the possibilities. Great obstacles come great possibility. Obstacles come small possibility, right? That's why we wanted to focus on tonight's broadcast, while we only have a couple more minutes left, about 30, 40 minutes or so. We want to focus on how to make 2017 the best year ever, right? Year ever. That might kind of seem hard to wrap our minds around. That might be kind of hard to grasp right now in the environment, right? Considering all the Donald Trump there, right? Still trying to just come to the realization that we're going to have to deal with this man for the next 4 years. If you've seen what he's proposed for Black people, in what he calls the New Deal for Black America. That is, we need to be abreast of what the heck that is. What's in his mind for Black people, right? And apparently, by who he surrounds himself by, he don't have no authority on the Black community. He has no authority on what to propose that's going to be effective for us. But he has 10 points. DonaldJTrump.com. The media press release. You find it. Take it to your sorors. Take it to your fraternity. Take it to the Moose and the Columbus and all these different organizations we're part of. Sit down and talk about it. Christmas is coming up. You'll be spending time with your family. Sit down and talk about it with your family. These are the 10 points of this man who has no idea, and the people around him have no idea. But I brought that up because it takes ourselves that in spite of all that, 17, my best ever. If not, if we don't do that, if we don't set our sights on things that are lofty, right? Things that are aspirational at all times, regardless of the environment. And Courage Coach could talk about this gravitational pull, right? Of life, of circumstances, of dominating society, the noise of pull you down. Keep our eyes, as we say in the church, right? Keep our eyes looking up comes, right? And our help comes from the Lord. Keeping an eye on the sparrow, brothers and sisters. That's what Black Wealth Empowerment Live is all about. It's about what you think it is by its title, but more. Is what you think it is by your understanding of what Black and empowerment means, but a whole lot more. More than you and I can even imagine. More than that I can imagine. More than the Courage Coach imagine. You know, brothers and sisters, in truth, show up every week. And the Courage Coach shows up every week to see what more is included in that Black Wealth Empowerment concept, ideal, reality. Reality. Reality, we're here. See whatever we have of that. Right? Of that or whatever we have that we keep, that we don't give away. Right? So that's why I show up, and that's why the Courage Coach shows up. And brother, so that's why you should show up. You should just show up. That's why you should show up and share this stream. Next phase of Black Wealth Empowerment, broadcast 100 plus, we're going to deal with those that want to do something now. We've been talking for 98, soon to be 99 broadcast. But at that 100 broadcast, that's going to be the demarcate line. What is it called, Coach? Demarc, whatever line in the sand. And find those. What's it called? Demarcation.
Demarcation.
What is it called? Demarcation line in the sand. Broadcast. So we can find people that really want to do something and make this thing happen. See, let me just say something, and I'm going to swing it back over to, well, we got some time. This is all the commentary, brothers and sisters. Here, go to, hey, you on Facebook Live? What is it? Hangout, BWE Live. Hangout, BWE Live, and join us, because I'm going to cut it off on Facebook Live here in the next minute. But here's what I want to say. You have to stay ahead of the curve. See, that's what Black Wealth Empowerment is all about, getting ahead of the curve. So you see, Donald Trump is putting his cabinet together before he even gets inaugurated. No matter what you feel about it, you got to recognize it for what it is. See, we get caught in the drama and, you know, all the extra stuff. Look at the principle. This man is negotiating deal before he gets in the office. So what you call that? He's showing you his, you know, you might not want to call it good, but you know what I'm saying. He's putting forth the effort. He's going first, right? Don't wait until he said, I'll go first. I'll put forth the energy. I'll put forth the effort. I'll do it before I even get it. Call that a principle. We're talking about getting ahead of the curve. So we're going to make this move with this demarcation of 100 on the 100th broadcast and beyond, and serve. We have to stay ahead of whatever's going to come down the pike. Whatever's going to come down the pike. Presidency. Right? So that's what we're doing here, brothers and sisters. We're happy that you're here with us. Share this stream. You see those tabs right above. We call that the BWE social media dance above my head. Those are tabs so you can pay BWE. So you can pay the price for admission. Price for admission. The price for admission is nothing short than your engagement. Nothing short than you being here and sharing and participating. Exclusive fan page. Not twice, but until most of your friends come, until your friends on Facebook and Twitter often enough and or show up. That's how often, brothers and sisters. That's how often you need to do it. See, we got to get into the spirit now, as Jim Rohn says, until. See, only a quitter wants to know, when is it over? How many times am I supposed to do it? What pops in your mind, brothers and sisters, doesn't make us a bad people. Learn. We have to understand paradigm shifts. This broadcast is all about. People make the necessary, because all paradigm shifts are not necessary at that particular time. Use the paradigm shifts that are necessary at this time. Question: how to make your best year ever? Change starts with a question. How to make your best year ever? It starts with that question. And if you keep that question on your mind, I'm going to give you some information. You keep that question on your mind. This is the thought. God will produce the idea to answer that question. Let's bring it over to Courage Coach. Courage Coach, let me know what's happening. Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group. I think we caught up in this Christmas stuff here. I'm not sure what's going on.
It's a post. This may be post. This must be post Thanksgiving celebrations. Black Foolishness Day, cyber stupidity, all that stuff is going on right now, brother. I tell you one thing I found, Brother Daryl, and all of you just joining us, you are an hour of power with Black Wealth Empowerment, the live hangout. I am riding Asad Muhammad. Just heard from our brother Daryl Muhammad. Now, one thing I find, Brother Daryl, that when you get to this time of year, things actually start to slow down. A lot of industries, a lot of places. It usually tapers around September. It starts to taper off. They say it's back to school stuff. Parents are refocusing their attentions and monies in other areas, and in the wintertime, for some people, they get to kind of hibernating, I guess, and things like that. But what I found is that people are out there, they're spending money, they're looking for places to spend money, but the movements actually change, because I'll tell you, if you haven't been watching, you all, that the marketing on TV starts to change, what they're pointing you to, what they're pointing their children to, and what they get you try to get you to focus on starts to change. So, Brother Daryl, yeah, it gets a little quiet around this time of year now. Is that an excuse for wide awake people? No, I don't think wide awake people take naps like that. We don't have seasons in that respect in terms of our involvement in action. Yes, there should be a rest period at some point. But one thing I learned in martial arts from one of my senior belts, one day we were fighting hard, and we're sparring. I'm sparring with him, and we going back and forth. We hit it hard. And I started to get a little tired. And then I was like, man, I have to take a little, kind of take a little breather for a second. He was like, brother, you can't, when you're in a fight, you can't stop fighting and take a break or take a breather. He said, you got to learn how to relax in motion. And that was such a powerful life principle for me at that moment. And I said, relax in motion. And I was like, wow, that's deep. And so I had to develop strategies within my own self on how to do that in all areas of my life, where I could still keep moving, still keep motion, still keep time, still keep productivity going, but still be in a state of relaxation where the average person wouldn't even know I was relaxed. They say, man, you really going all in. But for me, that's a relaxing place. And so I'll give you all just real quick. This is not even my part for today, but I'll just give you this tip right now because Allah put it on my mind. You know, I think we mentioned this before, and I'll tell you all right now. In martial arts training, Sijo Steve or Sabir Muhammad, some of you might know him as Steve Sanders. That was my second martial arts instructor. I got my first degree black belt under Grandmaster Percy Woods from Byung Yu organization under Taekwondo, and I got my fourth degree black belt under Sijo Sabir, Steve Sanders or Steve Muhammad, some of you might know him as. And so in that training, you know, we learned martial arts, but we also learned life principles. It's really one and the same if you understand the language. It's one and the same life principles of fighting, but not necessarily an opponent. External opponent. Really, the opponent we were really taught to fight was the internal one by and large. Now, we can handle ourselves from here, but it was really about the internal fight. And so one of the things we learned in fighting is to really pick up the pace, pick up your pace. Your energy has to be a lot higher. When you're fighting, if you can actually turn your energy up, your movements, and speed your movements up, speed your thinking up, it actually slows everything else around you down. It's actually a mathematical principle that if I speed up, actually everything around me slows down because I'm moving at a higher vibratory rate. So when I'm actually getting things done, doing things, and getting projects out the way and doing things, I turn my energy up exponentially. And it looks like, whoa, I'm blazing. But then when it's time for me to take a break, right, take a little break, or relaxation, my relaxation place is where most people are turning it all the way up. So when I'm in relaxation mode, most people are at their peak, right? And this is not, you know, self-aggrandizement. I'm not talking about fluffing me up. I'm trying to actually give you a principle, so impress something upon your mind of a strategy that you could use to take your life and our lives to the next level. And so you want to turn it up, brothers and sisters. You want to get your energy up. You want to get your activity up. This is not the time to slow down. I know it's cold out there for a lot of places and people. I know it's a lot going on. I know you got family members here and there. Some people have family members still celebrate these holidays and things like that. And that's fine. They're working through that, right? This is a process. But what we have to do as wide awake people, those who are interested in taking our lives to the next level, we have to go all in. And now's the time for you to actually amplify, right? So that way, when it's time for that spring and everybody else starts kind of coming out of their hibernation places and just getting moving, you've been moving at such a high rate of speed, you could actually start cruising. It look like you actually going all in, full steam. So brothers and sisters, that's the time we're in. So Brother Dale, right now on the private exclusive Facebook group, you know, it's really quiet, but it's quiet in a good way, because what that's going to show us is all feedback, brothers and sisters. Those of you that are just watching, some of you are brand new, say, oh man, some of the members are not really taking action. That's okay. Because one thing I learned, Brother Darren, I'm going to swing it back over to you, is from a friend of mine many years ago. Brother called me up one day. He said, Brother Rodney, you can't save everybody. And I said, what? He said, brother, you can't save everybody. He said, matter of fact, God don't even want everybody. And I went, oh, wow. yeah. And so there's something powerful in that. I'll tell you this, last point, y'all. I was doing a talk this last week. I was in the Southern California area. I was down in Anaheim, and I went up to Long Beach, Strong Beach, right? And I told my students in class, I said, you know what we're doing is designed to be hard. It's designed to be difficult. The reason why it's so hard, because it's designed to weed out the weak. It's okay. I don't have a problem saying it. It don't make me feel bad or none of that stuff. I don't lose no sleep over it, because this is real life, brothers and sisters. And every flower don't make it. Every seed planted don't make it. Every tree that you put in the ground don't make it. Every fruit that may come, some don't bloom, go all the way out to full growth and maturity. That's called real life. Some people die in the womb. Some don't even make it as a sperm cell. It is real life. Somebody may make it to 70, 80, 90. Some people 120. Some may make it to 12. It's not personal. This is called real life. It's designed to weed out the weak. And so it is with this broadcast, Brother Daryl, and the platform. We're going to weed out the weak. Now, it may not be you who's watching right now, and it might just be. But I'll tell you one thing that'll tell the tale is our actions and activities. That's the big litmus test, and that's the measuring stick and yardstick we're going to move by. Not your spirit, not your heart, because we don't get to check that. We do just check your activity and how involved you are in this platform. So, Brother Dale, I'm going to swing it back over to you so we can swing it back over to me, so we can swing it back over to you, and so we can swing them out and have them start doing some things in their lives. So, back over to you, Brother Dale.
Absolutely, absolutely. Courage Coach, that is absolutely right. See, brother, you have to understand, see, age, you're dealing with Coach. This is what this man does for a living. He deals with people by the thousands on a weekly basis at the same point on any given day. By the thousands of people. Self up, brothers and sisters. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited, right? Because it's nothing more than for you to be working out, getting in shape, and the moment so that you can use all that working out. Now, brothers and sisters. That's why this is a private, elusive, exclusive group. That's why it's invitation only. So what I need for you to do right now, invite your friends. Hit those tabs up there. Hit the like button. Hit the Twitter button. Hit the Facebook button. Put in hashtag BW Hangout. Join us. Do that right now, brothers and sisters. Now, I'm telling you. And on the 100th broadcast, brothers and sisters, you want to be on this side. The other side. Happening in our society. Lines drawn in the sand all around you. All around you, brothers and sisters. A choice. If we don't make a choice on what side of the line we're going to be on, we're going to just find ourselves in a box based on lines in the sand that other people have drawn. Them taking while we don't take action, while we think the minimum is the maximum. Showing up is really doing something. It's not doing anything. Showing up here, right? Showing up is just being here, brothers and sisters. So the coach is excited. I'm excited. You know why? Part of what is required, see? We're preparing ourselves, the coach and I, through this broadcast and our engagement in this platform, being committed. See, we're preparing ourselves for something that we don't even know for us. Opportunity. People. Right? Other people. Share with you here in the next couple of minutes. 2017, your best year ever. That should be on your mind, not Donald Trump. Not if one of them is a nationalist and a white supremacist. All are. Or the other. They all are, brothers and sisters, are to some extent. Right? For us to focus on how can we? 2017. The best year ever. Some of us only got to go back 25 years. Some of us got to go back 35 years. Some of us have to go back 50 years, 55, 60 years. It doesn't matter. And the coach is going to tell you in a few more minutes how to do that. To do that. He'll give you the inspirational piece. And I'll come back. The concrete, right? The actual tangible obtainment. How to get in, how to possess the material to make it forever. 2017. This is Black Wealth Empowerment Live, the Hour of Power. My name is Daryl Muhammad. You heard from the Courage Coach. And it looks like our membership coordinator is finished catering. She finished serving other people. Now she come to serve y'all something. She come to serve the members of BWE. It never stops. Can't quit, won't quit, as P. Diddy says. Our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad. Are you there? Sister Brandy, come on in. Say a few words to the people, because I know the cold courage to go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, sister.
Thank you so much. Yes, I am here live and in action. Happy Ramadan. It's Ramadan, right? Yeah, Ramadan Mubarak, everyone. I am your membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad, praying all is well with you all. As you can see, I'm in the basement. It's my office space. So I just ran in from the catering. Now I'm situated, jumped in. Oh, look a little different, but it's all good. We here. Yes, with that being said, I'm ready to hear from Brother Rodney and Brother Daryl because the information is about to be great. Listen, I got my pad. See, I'll be playing. I am a student for sure. My pen, I got an extra pen just in case one of those mess up. And then I got my little, my Post-its because I'm ready to take action. Listen, I'm telling you, I've told my testimony before and I'll tell it again. Black Wealth Empowerment has helped me through the year and maybe before the year as well. Just learning and learning and learning all the information I can, but I'm constantly always going to be a student because the information is so vast. So I appreciate you, Brother Rodney. I appreciate you, Brother Daryl, for continuing on with the awesomeness. I look forward to the message and pray all is well. I'm sorry, I hadn't had a chance to jump on Facebook and see what was going on. So not having my part of the responsibility up, but not next week. I'm going to be on it. All right. Peace and love.
Thank you very much, Sister Brandy. That's our membership coordinator. Brothers and sisters, don't worry. Some things behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. It's what works. It's what's happening behind the scenes that determines what you see. Right? That determines what you see. Let's talk about this. How to make 2017 your best year ever. The Courage Coach. You just heard a little bit of this tonight, just a few minutes ago, but he said that wasn't even what he had in mind. Extra, as they say in Louisiana, that's lagniappe. But we have with us, brothers and sisters, travel the world, go to Hawaii, he goes all over the place to look for those people, that are looking body of knowledge, looking for someone to bring a message, an inspirational message, not a motivational, an inspirational message that would inspire them, has put in them to do. So let's hear from our Courage Coach so we can learn what is it that we have to do. 17 year ever. Take it away, Courage Coach. The floor is yours.
Yes, sir, Brother Daryl. Thank you, Brother Daryl. Thank you, Sister Brandy, for joining us. I know you were moving and shaking and doing what you do in order to be productive in your life. And that's what it's about. Self first, then others, brothers. So self first, then others. I am Rodney Assad Muhammad, your Courage Coach. Now, why am I your Courage Coach? Why can't I be somebody else's Courage Coach? Why can't I just be the Courage Coach? Because I want to take personal responsibility for you and your success. Well, how can you do that, Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad? You say, well, I do that by deciding in my life, just in my own place, that's what I want to dedicate my life to. I want to dedicate my life to helping other people achieve what it is they want to achieve. See, one of the things I learned from a couple of mentors that if you help enough people get what they want, they'll help you get what you want. All right. And it's not, I don't do it for other people to help me because that's, I really, most things I can handle on my own. I really just telling you that. Most things I can handle on my own. There are things that I know I need the Lord of the worlds for. There are things I know I need my minister and Messiah for. There are things I know I need my Christ for, and things I know I need my brotherhood and sisterhood for. But there's most other areas of my life I pretty much have handled. And so those areas most people would not have to help me with. But there's some core things that I know I need for my children. Right? The things I would need from my mother and things like that, that just helps feed my soul. So I keep moving in a positive direction in my life. But I decided to dedicate my life to helping you as well. It's helping me. Well, helping you helps me because we're on a planet that's round. So even if I start walking away from you, at some point I'm gonna end up circling back around and run into you again. This is crazy. I can't get away from you. We on the same planet, yo. So we got to keep that in mind, brothers and sisters. We are all we have. We are all we have. You don't get a new planet full of people. And the Elijah Muhammad, the eternal leader, says that we can't go to another planet and stay unless we stay in the contraption that brought us there. Right? We can't even eat the food there. So you got to bring your own food with you. So just go ahead and suck it up. You here. All right, now we're going to make the best of it, though. That's the thing. We here. We got to make the best of it. And how do we make it the best? Now, first thing we got to do, brothers and sisters, we got to decide that's what we want to do. That's where it really starts. We got to decide that that's what we want to do, that we deserve the very best in our lives, that we deserve to have something of value, something of worth, something of greatness in our lives. We got to decide that we're worth that. You got to know that in your soul, that you personally, you right there watching right now, that you actually deserve to have the very best that life has to offer. You got to know that deep down in your soul. I'll tell you this. Today I went to a Home Depot, right? And building a nice garden in the backyard, and not garden like we going flowers and shrubbery. No. I'm talking food garden. Right. So we got two garden beds already down. I was getting the final stuff to get all the piping in because I'm doing my own drip water system. Everything's being built by hand, by me and the crew. Right. So we getting it in, right, laying it down. Now, one of the things I did when I'm going through the parking lot, and I saw a parking spot over to the left. Now I'm going down this one area, so I'm like, let me go down here as opposed to over here because a lot of handicap parking there, and I don't have a sticker, even though I don't have a whole bunch of land. I'm handicapped, but not in that way, right? And so that's reserved for people who actually have the blue card thing, not handicapped. You only got no land and your own, country handicap, not that kind of handicap. So we got a different kind of handicap going on with us now. So I pulled down another aisle. I said, I'm gonna go down this aisle, and lo and behold, as Allah had it fixed, there was a parking spot, like one from the very end, like this one part, and then this empty spot. I was like, oh man. So I pull into that lot. Here's what I say, brothers and sisters. I said, preferred parking for preferred people. I'm gonna drop that on you again. I pull up to that spot, and I said, preferred parking for preferred people. And then here's how I followed up. I said, because this is how it's supposed to be. I get out the car, go in and handle that business, right? And that's what it's about. Now, why are you saying that, Brother Rodney? What are you trying to allude to or get to? Somewhere deep down in your soul, brothers and sisters, you got to feel, you got to know, you got to just have a deep, unquenching belief that you deserve the absolute best that this world has to offer of good. That you deserve that. Because if you don't feel you deserve it, when something shows up, you will push it away, you'll wish it away, you'll avoid it, you'll run from it. And that's really not a great place to be. So once you decide you deserve it, right? You say, I deserve this. I deserve the very best. I deserve a nice home, a good car, a great spouse, great acting children, a great family life, a great neighborhood, a great job or a company, business that I have, just the best of everything, whatever it is, right? I have the best TV if that's what you're into, right? You deserve that for yourself. Now, once you feel you deserve it, now you gotta have a desire for it. So yeah, I deserve that, but do I want it? Because you can deserve it, but not want it. Wait. Come on, what are you saying, Brother Rodney? You can actually deserve something. Something's supposed to come to you, but you don't want that. Now, what's that mean? You're gonna repel it. You're gonna push it away. Now we got to get into a place where we don't push blessings away from us. We receive those blessings. And then if it's something that you're not wanting, watch this, then that's your opportunity to bless somebody else, right? To pass down the blessings, a hand over the blessings to somebody that does have a desire, a want, a qualification for. See, that might be your opportunity. You might be the warehouse for God. Just feel me for a minute. You might be the warehouse for God, where he blesses you with so much abundance. I mean, your cup is running over, brothers and sisters. Press down, shake it together, run it over. Come on. Some of y'all been to church. You know what I'm talking about. right? And so that's your opportunity. Say, I have so much excess. What do? You go bless somebody else. See, if you plant an apple tree, brother Daryl, sister Brand, you plant an apple tree, and you know, you put a seed down, right? You actually put a seed, one single seed. You put one seed down. Because I'm planting stuff now. They say one seed every 8 inches in the whole half inch down, you know, the whole thing and all that. And that's going to produce a whole bunch more. Well, I got broccoli growing, and it's going to produce a whole lot of broccoli. Now, I don't have a lot of people to give all that, they like to eat all that broccoli at one time. So I'm going to have to give some of that away. Some will sell, some will give, right? But this is what being blessed will do. See, when Allah blesses you with something, it might not be everything it may be everything you need in excess. That's your opportunity to now bless somebody else. Now, so first we know I deserve it. I absolutely deserve it, right? Now, do I want it? Okay, these things I want. Here's some things I don't necessarily want, but as a recipient of the blessings of Allah, I have a responsibility now to find people to bless. Because somebody's, like Les Brown told me, waiting for me to show up. Somebody's waiting for you to show up, brothers and sisters, right? Now, okay, now we in the blessing business. Now, here's how this works. As you start to get closer and closer to what they call 2017, and you know you deserve the very best, you say, oh my goodness, I'm qualifying for the very best because I'm doing the actual necessary actions, activities, making the right movements, thinking the right thoughts in order to qualify for these blessings to come into my life, right? I'm in the charitable business, right? Because my cup is running over. So let me give. Like Les Brown. I'm telling you, this Les Brown is a powerful brother. I love that brother. He said, die empty. Don't die full, die empty. So I gotta give. My mother, I don't think she had listened to that lecture by Les Brown, brother Daryl, sister Brandy. And my mother said to me some years ago, she said, I'm gonna give y'all all the money out, everything I want you to have. I'm gonna give it to you while I'm alive so I can watch you enjoy it. He said, that way when I'm gone, won't be nothing to fight over either. Just give, here, give. Because here's the thing, brother. Says if you want 2017 to be your best year yet, like the best hottest year, you're gonna have to change some things. We're gonna have to change some things. We're gonna have to switch some things around. I need you to get radical now. Stop being regular and get radical. Stop being regular and get radical. You got to get crazy insane about improving your life. Taking it to the next level, helping your community, you know, working with your neighbors to say we can change things on this block, right? We going down to the school and work with the PTA and say we got to change some things in the school right now. Get them teachers together. Say, hey, you know, we got a couple teachers not doing too good. The students are complaining about them. We need to sit these teachers down or work with them to get them up to the level they need to be up to service the children. But we can't sit back and just complain about it. Go up there and act up and get black and swing our necks and talk crazy to people. That's not an effective strategy to change things. We pool our resources, get with other people who are concerned about the situation and say, now let's put an end to this right now. Right? And so we want to make 2017 your best year yet. Here's what I want you to do. Make the rest of 2016 your best days yet. It's one day at a time, brothers and sisters. Don't look for the big giant whoop-de-doo because the mountain is as big as at the bottom. I want you to deal with the fact that you got one little step right in front of you right now. It's called today, tonight, tomorrow. Inshallah, we wake up, right? Deal with that. Deal with the right now, right here, this moment. What are you going to do tonight that's different than what you did the other night? Are you going to watch that show you always like to watch because it's Sunday? Are you going to, play that game on your phone? Like, you know how you get your game going at night, What you gonna do? You gonna call that girl, that boy on the phone and talk till the wee hours in the morning? You gonna do your thing? What are you gonna do differently that's gonna lead you closer to the goal of living a better tomorrow than you did today? The question is up to you. I can't give you the answer. I'm just your courage coach. I want to try to inspire and infuse something in you to have the courage to go after it, to be different, to be better, to go higher, to live more truthfully, more authentically. Just be in your purpose, brother. So you say, well, brother, right now I don't know what my purpose is. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Once you start making some small incremental changes, you'll walk right into it. But you can't be afraid to go all in when God, Allah, reveals, here's what I have for you to do. You can't run from it like Jonah. You can't shuck and jive it away. You can't giggle it away. And you can't ask a whole bunch of people what they think about what God put on your heart and your mind to do. Don't talk to nobody. Don't consult with a whole bunch of folk. Just be about that mission. And you'll see the blessings come. But then once the blessings come, you got some responsibilities. You got to share it with other people. You got to give away the excess, right? And you got to keep planting new seeds so you can keep harvesting, so you can keep serving. Brothers and sisters, 2017 is going to be your best year yet. Why? Because I absolutely believe that starting tonight, you're going to make some changes in your thinking process and make some new decisions. I'm going to school starting January of 2017, the second week of January. That's going to be the last public seminars I'm going to do until we get to Savior's Day and with the Family Life Task Force workshop we're doing. And I'll do some very private, special things. But beyond that, I'm going to stop the brakes right now. So right now, people are groaning like, oh, Mom, you're not going to be out here? I'm like, no, I'm turning it off for a while because I have some new things that I have to do in my life to go to some higher levels. So brothers and sisters, thank you for joining. I pray that something I said to you inspired you, encouraged you, and made you just think a little bit different. Get in the darkness of your room tonight, and I want you to really say to yourself, it's time for me to turn it up. And oh Allah, God, please help me to turn it up and be courageous when I do so. I am Rodney Saad Muhammad, your courage coach. Remember, no matter what else you do in life, you must always remember to cultivate the courage to roar. Peace. Brother Daryl, back to you, sir.
Right, all right. Thank you, Courage Coach, as always. Timely message, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you, see, you have to. There is no choice. See, we're bombarded, Coach, Sister Brandy. We're drowned by all these options, and we really think we have a choice. There's not really all these choices. There's a lot of choices, but they're all lumped up on one side. They're all lumped up on one category. Brothers and sisters, the only choice you and I have, or to do nothing. And that's on a second-by-second basis. We're moving forward with Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're moving forward. Everybody, one last chance, right, to go with us to this next level. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Everybody that's been with us this far, brothers and sisters, just know that you have to do more than what you're doing as far as we're concerned here at BWE in order to stay here with us. Because it dictates, right? The circumstances dictate. What we're experiencing in America for Black America dictates that we identify who's ready to run. And if that's you, brothers and sisters, now is the time for you to understand, do more than what you're doing as far as BWE is concerned. And we're going to give you opportunities. If it's in your heart, we're going to give you opportunities to exercise that with your hands. It has basically run out for all this talking to a little bit of action. It's basically run out, Courage Coach, but to have our hearts bursting with desire, but our hands are dried up and brittle. It's time for you to now exercise these things that we've been asking. You know, brothers and sisters, at some point in time, it goes from asking, suggesting, to mandatory. And that's where we're going. You know, we gonna do like Donald Trump, and like it's been talked about for years among different politicians. We gonna privatize this thing. We're gonna privatize it. Meaning we're gonna turn it over to a for-profit organization. And they're gonna operate it on a for-profit basis. That's it. I mean, you got to understand what environment we're in, brothers and sisters, and that's what we're sharing with you. You understand. And you know what the truth of the matter is, you don't have to understand it. You just have to believe that do understand it and follow their lead. That's all that is. Like 2017, you're my best year ever. I'm thinking, I don't know what you're thinking. I'm not thinking about Donald Trump. I'm thinking about regardless of if it's raining, snowing, sleet, regardless of whatever, if I get a flat tire, it doesn't matter. 2017, my best year ever. Now we're talking about money right now, brothers and sisters, because money rules the world, and money what pays your bills, and it's not until we put money second to oxygen that money will put us first. More than enough. See, the next 4 years under Donald Trump is gonna serve those who demand to be served. Those who demand to get out of it what's there. Not ask, not beg, demand. It's out here, I demand to get what I need, to get my share. We're talking about money. I have to do started right now, today, yesterday, last week. What I have to do, brothers and sisters, is get our financial house in order. I'm coming out with a program I have to pay for. Courage Coach, Sister Brandy, $200, $300, $400, $500. I don't know what I'm gonna charge. Step by step, over 60 pages. Get your financial house in order. If you have a significant others, you need to sit down with them, and y'all need to fight, as they used to say. If they don't understand the importance of us sitting down on a weekly basis over our money. That's what time it is, brothers and sisters. The first thing we have to do, we're going to make financially 2017 better than any other year financially. We have to get our financial house in order. Areas: income, expenses, credit, get that in order. Debt, get that in order. Taxes, get that in order. Are the drill instructor. You are telling it, you're getting it in order. Fall in line. I need for you to do this. I need for you to be at this level. I need for you to do this. I need for you to not be above a certain percentage of my income. And I'm going to manage you, and I'm going to control you. And make sure that expense, you're as low as you can possibly be. What it is that I want to maintain as far as a life. Debt and credit, no more 600s, no more 500s, no more 400s. If I got to go and get one of those credit repair companies, if I got to do whatever, house in order, brothers and sisters. And taxes. The number one enemy to wealth building is taxes. How I can be like Donald Trump and pay little to no taxes, like Bill Gates, little to no taxes, like Warren Buffett, little to no taxes. Like, I mean, it just goes on and on. Mitt Romney, I mean, Bob Johnson, all those who have competent financial tax professionals on their team. Taxes basis. That's what you and I have to do. Number one, get your financial house in order. Number two, become and adopt the idea, the concept of purposeful spending. Everything you spend, every penny to a dollar you spend should be with a purpose in mind, not on purpose. Right? You don't do it subconsciously. You do it on purpose. You reach it into your pocket and spending it. So not on purpose, purposeful, with a purpose in mind, in alignment with the purpose, whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish financially. In that purpose, a 56, what I saw on TV, Walmart, 60-inch TV screen, is that in line of your purpose? Is that in alignment? Why you need a 60-inch TV screen? For what? What's your purpose? Something that you run it? So, brothers and sisters, number 2, purposeful spending. Number 2, purposeful spending. Number 3, we have to increase our financial literacy, our financial competence. As far as personal finance is concerned, not going to get a degree finance. Finance that's relevant to you and I, empowering ourselves, covers those 5 areas: income, expenses, debt, credit, and taxes. What do I need to know financially about these? Financial literacy. You have to invest. You have to invest on a monthly basis. You have to invest on a monthly basis in yourself. You have to invest money, and we're going to help you. The 100th broadcast and beyond, come with your credit card. Come with your debit card. Because you're going to have to invest in your future here. You're going to have to invest in your future here, brothers and sisters. Financial literacy. You have to invest in your financial literacy. You don't have a choice. You have to do that. Financial literacy. And we're going to figure out a way. We're going to test certain things. You know, this broadcast platform that I have here now has a way, Courage Coach, I didn't tell you this, Sister Brandy, has a way now where people can pay to this broadcast. We might set that up and you only pay $2, $5, right? You spend that to go see 50 matinee, right? More on that on cable. Brothers and sisters, financial literacy. See? Your body can't take you where your mind hasn't gone. There first. Then the rest in the reality, the material world, right? The invisible world. All the unseen. So what you put in your head financially, you got to read these kind of books that we recommended. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You don't have no choice. I got that already. Well, read it again. It has not changed, and we haven't read it enough. It hasn't sinked in. How to make 2017 ever is possible. It's possible. You have to believe it, and you have to believe it for yourself. It's possible. Somebody on this in America is going to make 2017 the best year ever financially. Somebody in America. So that possibility, it will exist. That's all you need to believe, and believe that if someone can do it, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. It was within my power, within my strength. Right? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, brothers and sisters. I'm going to make 2017 ever. Order number 1. Number 2, full spending. Every penny you spend from a bag of potato chips. The body needs energy. You don't buy snacks. Purposeful spending. Take some time, but you only got 2017 to make it the best year ever. Number 2, purposeful spending. Number 3, financial literacy. Those. Dedicate your time to those. This spend frivolously, just whatever it is. Focus on those 3 areas. The possibility, the best year ever in 2017, or in more. All right, brothers and sisters, get ready. Broadcast number 100 is right around the corner. We're drawing a line in the sand. Decision tonight that you're going to be with us of Broadcast 100. We're here to tell you it's going to take more than just you showing up. 100. That was good enough. 100. That's not going to be good enough. That which we did in undergrad get you through graduate. Let's swing it over to Sister Brandy. She can let us know. I saw some little something going on, Courage Coach, over there in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. So let's swing it over to Sister Brandy. Let her do that. It got a person in the queue, the membership. I vetted that person. They look good, Sister Brandy. Bring them on, and then we're going to close this out because we're at the top of the hour of power. We lost her. She's not there. Sister Brandy. She must be. Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah. I thought you went baking. Okay, so go ahead. Did you hear that?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I heard it all. I was just trying to get back over to the right page. So I'm going through the Facebook Live page, and so we have one member who was asked to participate. His name is Brother. Is it Clarence Williams? He wants to participate in the Black Wealth Empowerment, so we're approve him. Brother Daryl, you already vetted him. You said. And that's it, I believe, so far. And then we have a couple people who are awesome, amazing superstars, super A students. I'm not for sure if you already talked about Brother Mudakai. He gave the greetings about 36 minutes ago. And then you have, of course, me. Yeah. And we put some information out there at what Brother Rodney was saying. Sister Cheryl, Muhammad is also on. She sends the greetings to the family. And that's all I have for right now. It seems like it was a little quieter group. I'm looking at the pending posts. There's some posts that you all would just kind of go through and cipher and decide if you want them to participate. But I'm going to get out of here and say thanks for joining the Black Wealth Empowerment this evening. Praying that you had a successful chance to take some notes, get some information, and the Brother Darren, Brother Rodney, 2017, your best year, and also take those steps now to be ready for 2017. Step by step, as Brother Rodney said earlier. Praise be to Allah. I'm going to send it back to you, Brother Darrell or Brother Rodney. Have a good evening. Peace.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. I appreciate you. She's just getting in, brothers and sisters, from working hard many hours. She was at a catering event. So we thank sisters just for showing up. I didn't really expect her to show up. So we're appreciative. Every extra effort, not your regular effort, your extra effort. See, that was extra effort. We appreciate Sister Brandy being an example of what it takes, what commitment looks like. Let's swing it over to Courage Coach for final words, and we'll get out of here because on Sundays I go see my mom and do that kind of thing. So I don't want her waiting too long. Courage Coach, take it away.
That's right, Brother Daryl. I thank each and every one of you for watching us live. Thank you for participating in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. And just really thank you for showing up. That's half well, not half. It's about 10%. I'm going to keep it real. It's about 10% of the motion is just showing up. Just about 10%. I know people say that's half the battle. No, it ain't. It's 10 by 10%. You got 90% more activities, actions, mindset, things you're going to have to do beyond just showing up. Because a lot of people show up, right, for the game. But I don't mean you go get a trophy or a ring. You can show up and be outside the stadium. Showed up. You can show up. You bought a ticket, but didn't go inside. Showed up. You could have bought a ticket, went inside, but didn't even get past the concession area. You got caught up there. Showed up. There's so many levels of showing up, Brother Daryl. I'm going to say about 10%. 10%. There's a lot of practice, drills. You even got to get recruited to be on the team. First of all, let's talk about that. So many different levels. So I'm not even gonna go through a whole nother team. We have to probably add that for another broadcast, Brother Daryl, and throw that in how to really go beyond just showing up, right? Till we get to that showing out process. So, brothers and sisters, but thank you all for doing that 10% work of showing up, right? Not 10% or not that 10%, but 10% work of showing up. Because I'll tell you, once you get to that next broadcast, right, as we get close to that 100th broadcast, it's going to increasingly get even more better for you. And if you decide to keep showing up and then showing out with your actions and activities, you're going to start to reap the benefits of it. We got some new and exciting things coming down, and you do not want to miss this. You want to be a part of it. I got announcements I'm going to be making really soon once Brother Daryl and I hash out some of the particulars of it, and we're going to get this thing going, and some of you're ready for that next level. So I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. I hope you learned and grew just to a new level today from what you heard from us. We do this because we love you. We love ourselves because you are we and we are you. All right, I'm Rodney Assad Muhammad, your courage coach. Cultivate the courage to roar. Brother Daryl, let's close them out. Peace, y'all.
All right. Thank you, Courage Coach. Brothers and sisters, thank you for being here. Broadcast number 98 here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Excited to be used as fuel, as energy to put you in motion. Massive action. That's what we're going to do here in from the 100th broadcast on, which giving you a head start, brothers and sisters. You have to bring some people with you. I mean, we're going to do a lot of things. Work now, right? Donald Trump will turn the fire up on us. Now's the time to get ready now. Now's the time. I mean, vacation is over, brothers and sisters. Right? If we're going to see you at the top and not from the top, it's time for it to make it real right now. So Brandy, Courage Coach, we're here. Based on this, based on that, based on nothing. With the same energy, with the same spirit, time for you to match our effort. All right, brothers and sisters, thanks for being here. God bless you. We love you. We'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, our Black community, deserves your very best. And you have to follow that with your very best each and every day of your life. Take care, brothers. We'll see you on broadcast number 99.